Hi, so today we're going to do some abdominal work and we're going to try and do some of it with a straight back, so it should be okay if you've got osteoporosis or any disc problems. If you feel like you're causing compression in that low back, you really need to lengthen through that spine so that you're not putting pressure down there. So we're going to start with our knees just out on about a 45-degree line. If this feels uncomfortable, you could put a block under your sit bones or a book to be a little bit more comfortable, a little bit higher up. And from here, just grow tall. And I want you to imagine you're just holding two rods here on wheels, and you're going to reach those rods out forward and then circle those wheels like you're pulling them out like a mill, and you're pulling apart. And as you come out and round, you're going to lean back to pull through that wheel, then bring them back in, push forward. And then so you're creating or winding that wheel, and then reach forward and back. And you can see I'm not collapsing through my back, I'm just leaning back with a nice straight back, hinging at my hips forward and back. Keep going here, hinge forward and back. Cool, keep breathing. Opening wide, pushing that wheel round through, keep going. Nice. Last two. Last one forward, then we're going to come out and I want you to come back, so you're just into a lean, and then take those arms up and back out. Up, back out. Two more. Last one. Take hold of those wheels, reel them back in as you lean back a bit further, reach forward. This time come around and lean back at the end of that wheel, so out behind you, and hold in that lean. Take those arms up and down, up and down, up, down. Last one. Bring them all the way in, push the wheel forward, hold. Cool. This time we're going to circle round, bring those hands out, almost to the end of your wheel, but not quite at the end of your lean, and then walk your feet in. Bring your hands in either side of your knees, and then start to come onto your toes. And now lift one foot and lift the other, and just hold here. See if you can lengthen through the spine. Place one hand on the top of your head. Now try and push the top of your head into your hand. And the other one, push your head into the top of your hand. Reach those arms up and balance and hold here. Breathe into the body and just keep lengthening through the spine, reaching those fingertips up, up, alternating there. Cool. Well done. Glue the knees together. Bring those arms out. And now just here, you're going to take the knee and the hip and just turn the body. And turn, just a light touch, rotating through the upper body. And reach. Good. Taller and taller through the top of the head. Length and space through the spine. Last one. Nice. Lower one leg, lower the other. Then from here, just roll onto your side, place the elbow down, pick up the top leg, and you're thinking about pushing the hips forward and draw the heel back towards your sit bones. Get a stretch now through the front of the hip. It's not so how far you can get your heel to your bottom, but more about tucking your tailbone under, and that will give you the stretch through the front of the hip. Hold. And then scoot back to center, onto the other elbow, fold onto the knee, press the hips forward, kneecap pointing to the wall away from you, and then draw your heel bone into your sit bone. Breathe into that stretch, push the floor away from you, and then lower. And we're going to just keep switching here now, so you're going to place the elbow down, little stretch, push the hips forward, hover those feet, and then place the knee down. Cool. And switch, hover the feet onto the elbow, press, hover and press. Hover those feet, elbow comes down, Last 2. Last 1. Nice. Back to center. Come back to the middle, place the elbows down. And now here we're going to just relax into the pelvis, let it rock back. Elbows should be stacked under your shoulders. And now push the floor away, lift the breastbone, and now tip the pelvis forward. So now we're isolating pelvic movement, rocking the pelvis forward and back. Then find the halfway position and hold. Push the floor away from you. And breathe into the front of the chest. Nice. Slide one leg out and back in and out. Back in, staying pushed through the floor so that you create this nice open stretch across the front of the shoulders. Keep looking straight ahead. Last 2, last 1, and then from here, walk those hands back and push yourself up. I'm going to turn my hands out on the diagonal line and walk my feet out slightly. From here, we're going to just do little lifts. So that might be enough for some of you, or you can think about lifting the bottom right up to make a table from your knees, hips, and then lower. So just come up as far as is comfortable for you. Really sending that tailbone away and reaching the knees. Keep breathing through the movement. Nice, head looking straight ahead. Last 2. Last 1, and lower. Slide the feet out, reach up, breath in, and then exhale, just fold forward into a nice deep spine stretch. Flex those feet back towards you and point, and then flex and hold. Relax the feet and just hang here. Reach forward, come back up. Bring those arms down by the side of you and then bring one knee forward. Other leg stays out along the long line. Elbow down. And just line that elbow hip, stacking one hip on top of the other. Open through the shoulders. Just lift and lower here. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Fold those knees in. We're going to come onto all fours. Down onto your elbows. Stack those elbows under your shoulders, knees under your hips, and that same leg you were just working, reach out along the floor, long neck. Remember, you're on a slight diagonal line here from the tip of the tailbone to the crown of the head. Lift and lower here. Keep those hips pointing down to the ceiling so you don't get any rotation through that pelvis to really work this bottom muscle. 2, 1, and down. Push through the elbows, curl through the spine, walk the hands in, and now lift the tailbone, sink the belly, kiss the shoulder blades together and look up. Come back to center, and then we switch here down to the other side. So we fold one knee away. I'm going to turn away from you. Elbow comes down, reach the leg long. Stack the hips on top of each other, long through the tailbone, and lift and lower here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fold back in, come up onto your elbows. Glide those shoulders away, nice long spine, reach the leg out, keep those headlights on your hip bones pointing down to the floor. Lift and lower here. 4 more, 3, 2, 1, and down. Sit back onto your heels, drop into a nice shell. Scoot back up, drop down onto your front. Place your hands under your forehead and just drop your pubic bone into the mat to lengthen your tailbone away from the crown of your head. Soften those shoulders away from your ears and just hold here. Then from here we're going to fold one heel towards your sit bone, then lengthen it out. As you reach it away, just hover the whole of the leg away from the mat and down. We fold, reach out and hover and lower. fold, reach. No compression into the low back. Keep lengthening through the spine. And as you reach, the legs reaching rather than lifting, so you don't create that compression in the low back. Last two. Last one. And down. Reach one leg up. And then if you feel comfortable, connect the pubic bone a little bit deeper and reach the other leg up. We're then going to pulse in and out. Soft shoulders. Bouncing here, double time. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then back to the midline, lower one leg, lower the other. Then bring your hands, elbows in towards your body and the other one. So we're squeezing the elbows in. And now use the friction of the floor. You're going to pull the elbows in towards one another, gliding those shoulder blades down the chest wall and just lift through the upper body. Keep the pubic bone connected, deep abdominal supporting the low back and down. And then here, just pull those elbows in towards your waist, but the friction of the floor stops you. But that pull inwards lifts the upper body. 4 to go. And you're not tipping your head back. Just keep the head and neck in line with the spine. And last one, pull the elbows in towards the sides of the body and release. Hands under your shoulders, push up, knees in, round into your spine. Sit back on your heels, soft elbows. Breath into the back of the rib cage. Scoot back up, rounding through the spine. To finish, well done.